We welcome you to the 18th Annual Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Awards Ceremony. Thank you all for coming and being part of this special evening. Tonight we are here to honor 22 of our finest community servants to assist them with their future education. We want to thank all the high schools and the fire departments that participate in the program. Congratulations to all of our nominees, as you have already demonstrated your community service and leadership roles as doers of the word. Pastor Craig, would you come forward for the invocation, please? While he's coming forward, some housekeeping rules. Our exit signs, doors are here at your right and also out here. For you fire folk professionals to say this is not an exit door, you're correct. It's an entrance door. Doesn't meet all the fire code extras, but if something happens, you certainly can use that door. Restrooms are right out immediately on the right as you go out the hall. And during the program, you'll have plenty of opportunity to take pictures of your family members. However, we ask that if you need to get up to go to the restroom or some particular reason you need to leave the room, Johnny V will be running around this room taking pictures. Please don't have a collision. Okay, be careful, Johnny, he's very tender. Pastor.
Well, it's so good to be here. Thank you for this privilege to lead us all in prayer this evening. So I retired 1 week ago after being a pastor for 41 years, and here's what I want to tell you about that. The King of the universe, the God of all creation, when he shows up on earth, he said, I didn't come to be served, I came to serve. And if you look at the stories of his life, there's 4 biographies of Jesus in the Bible. He kept going to the lowliest, the most judged, the people that everyone else ignored, avoided, hated. He kept going and going and going and serving them. I love the Riley Foundation, doers of the word. The Bible says, don't be hearers only, but doers of the word. It goes on to say, faith without works, without the works of love, without being servants one to another, without being servants to the most lowly, the most judged, the most avoided and ignored. Faith without works is dead. Faith dies unless we put it into action. And so I'm here tonight to join in honoring those of you who are moving forward in being servants here in this world. So let's join our hearts in prayer. Lord God, we thank you so much. We thank you as you came to this earth. You came as a servant. You came putting us first. You came putting the poorest of the poor, the most judged, the most hated first. You came to serve. And Lord God, we ask that you would give us the kind of faith in you, the kind of trust in you, Lord God, that we would choose then to spend our lives serving. We would choose to spend our lives putting others first, putting, Lord God, the well-being of those all around us, especially the lowliest of the low, Lord, first. And so we ask, Lord, that you would bless each one of us here. We thank you for the Charles Riley Foundation, and we ask that you would bless the work of this foundation. We ask that you would bless the work of each student being recognized here this evening, and we just lift our hearts up to you in gratitude, and we pray in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations on your retirement. 41 years is great. Leads me into, I don't want to upstage you, but we have some fire company folks in here that have over 50 years. I'm going to hope I don't miss somebody. Jim Lyons is probably our senior guy. Stand up there, Jim. Rusty Iyer is probably up there in that category. Richard Brooks is probably up there in that category. Steve Cox is up there in that category. And also in the 50, did I miss somebody? Bernie Smith. Well, Bernie's from Baltimore County. That's why I missed him. Don't hold that against him. Not only are they 50-year members, but they have given probably over 50,000 volunteer hours to this county in their lifetime. Special treat before we start. You know, last year, as we ended our program, Richard had everybody stand up, face the camera, as Dennis panned the room, and we gave an outstanding 5-minute clapping for the return of Chip to our foundation. With your prayers, your thoughts that particular night, he's back with us. I can't say he's better than ever. He's a little bit ornery, but he's here with us, and we're glad to see you, brother. Now, first, we hope that everyone enjoyed the cake from the Ladies Auxiliary, so a special thanks to them. Please, all of our high school administrators and our nominees over in that last 2 rows, would you please stand for recognition? Please stand. Our nominees and the And as always, the high schools, you keep sending a great list of nominees to us every year, and it makes it difficult for us to score. And all of our fire department folks at these 2 lines, please stand and be recognized. Nominees and members. We always want to do a special thanks to our honorary board members who are there to support us whenever we need them, and you'll be hearing more about them later in the program. Now, over the 40 years and thousands of miles traveling with Charlie, we always enjoyed our discussions on many topics. However, we always discuss politics on every trip. I can only imagine his opinion of what is going on in D.C. at the time. If you watch C-SPAN, you see him supposed to be at a hearing at 10 o'clock. First thing they do is call for a quorum. 15-minute quorum takes an hour. Now just think, our high school folks, our students, the bell rings to go to class and you show up an hour later, what do you think is going to happen? Gonna be trouble, right? More importantly, how about our fire folks? You get the call, you show up an hour later before you ever respond. Just think about that. So what I'm telling you to do, watch Hartford TV, watch the council meetings. 7:30, the meeting starts. The council members are in their seats. President Vincenti cracks the ballot. The meeting begins, 7:30 prompt. That's the way you do business. I'll collect from Pat later. Now we're going to go into showing of our video on the lifetime accomplishments of Charlie Riley. Please enjoy watching this. Yes, it is the same video we've had for 17 years. However, our nominees and some of our new folks, which is the majority of our folks are new, have never seen it. We want you to understand what this gentleman was and has been to this community. He's another one of those 50-year guys that gave more than $50,000 to the community. He was there. He was the example that we try to follow. Now, when the video concludes, our MC, Richard Brooks, will be at the podium, and he will take care of the program for the rest of the evening. We'd say thanks to Richard every year for his service for that. So, Chip, start the video.
400 to headquarters.
Headquarters 400, go ahead.
400 to headquarters. Monitor 4051. Chief Charles W. Riley. 10-8. Entering last call to duty.
10-4, 400. 12:05 p.m. KQE 273.
400 to headquarters. 10-7 station.
400, 10-7 station. 12:05 p.m. KQE 273. Harford County Central Alarm honoring Chief Charles W. Riley for 50 years of service to the citizens of Abington and Harford County and the state of Maryland. May you rest in peace.
It's a pleasure to be with all of you and be here again tonight to celebrate what I call the young people, the finest young people in Harford County. Tonight is going to be, for some of you, a little bit different event, and for some of you, you have been through this a little bit before. And by that I mean we have the fire service, and we're going to recognize some members of our fire companies in Harford County, and they're going to have scholarships. And then certainly we're going to recognize the Harford County Public Schools and our other high schools in Harford County for the students who have made an achievement and are going to receive scholarships as well. And then 2 grand winners to receive a scholarship. Now, for those of you from our high schools, welcome to the Level Volunteer Fire Company. That man right there designated this about 20 years ago, maybe 25, the center of the state. Nobody dares argue with him, all right? And it is a lot of motivation through Gene that we are here this evening. This is his house. What I mean to tell you is this is a fire station, and half of this room knows me very well. And I should include a few people on that side as well now that I look out. So if you hear a little barb coming at me once in a while, or I respond with a little barb, please know that it's all very affectionate, that we in the fire and EMS services love each other dearly, and anything you hear is in true love, all right? Honestly. We can discuss anything that comes out, and we will. We have some special guests with us this evening. We anticipate the county executive being here, Bob Castley, but in the meantime, Barbara Richardson is representing the county executive. Barbara, thank you so much. Our county councilman, Aaron Penman, is with us this evening. Nice to see you, sir. County councilman Jacob Bennett is represented by his wife, Abby. Abby. Pat Vincenti is represented by his chief aide, as I like to say, Samantha Harris. Jim Riley, Councilman Jim Riley, is represented by Aurora Cahoe. State Senator Jason Gallion is with us. It's nice to have you, sir. He also does not get a pass because he lives right down the street. The president of the Harford County Volunteer Fire and EMS Association is Chief Rusty Iyer. Is with us. In the back. Pamela Pappy Lindstrom is the interim vice president of academic affairs for Harford Community College. And Dr. Sean Abel is the principal from Patterson Mill Middle School, and he is representing the superintendent this evening. Makes me nervous when you look surprised when I introduce you like that. But we'll understand. We'll figure that out. You need that? Because I'm going to introduce you right now, so you're going to need that. All right, thank you. Thank you all for being here as special guests to honor the recipients this evening as we go on. Now I'd like to introduce Bruce Riley, and he'll come up to get the program started. Bruce?
Thank you, Richard. Good evening once again. My brother Chip and I are the two Riley boys, and along with some of our dear close friends, including Gene Worthington, Samantha Harris, our cousin Shirley Kern, who you will meet in a little while, and some others formed the Charlie Riley Foundation 18 years ago, just about. This is our 18th banquet award ceremony, as you've heard, and I'm just so thrilled to have you here. And tonight we will be awarding over $40,000 in scholarships. So thank you all for providing those scholarship nominees, fire companies and EMS companies, and also the high schools. What a joy it is. But folks, it's not just the schools represented here and fire EMS folks, it's the community that's represented here. We have several of our elected officials that have been here several times. Some of them are here for the first time. So we are so grateful for the opportunity to share what the Riley Foundation is all about. But the most important thing this evening is recognizing those folks that we identify as doers of the word. In addition to the nominees, their families, and the representatives from their companies and schools, we also have just a plethora of folks who have been very instrumental in keeping the Riley Foundation rolling for 18 years. And we're very grateful for that. So we want to take a moment, we do each year, to try to identify a organization or person to receive our service award and then also our support award. And the service award is named after one of the our inaugural members of our organization, Jerry Anderson from Abingdon Fire Company. He was our treasurer for many years. So we have renamed the service award the Jarrett Anderson Service Award. And this year, we have gone through a regeneration of our website. Our website is www.crcssf.com. It's in the program, and please feel free if there's programs sitting around, you'd like to take an extra program to share with somebody who couldn't be here, or as you go throughout the evening, you think you are aware of somebody who might be interested. All the information that you will hear tonight is pretty much in this program. So our website has been in the works, and we've been working on it for a long time, but this year we really got a gentleman on board who helped us tremendously at getting the website up and running. It's not where he wants it to be, but due to my slowness and my inability to go through my records diligently, as he's suggested many times, we haven't been able to fill it up. But it is a wonderful website. We appreciate it. It has the history of the foundation and pictures of over 90% of our scholarship winners going back 18 years, which is over 350 people that there are pictures in there. But in recognition of being able to, he was just the driving force behind getting us up and running with our website, we are presenting our service award this year to Mr. Chuck Mizan. Chuck, can you come forward, please? Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Go ahead. Get right in between us, if you don't mind. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Thanks, Chuck. Congratulations. I meant to say, oh, okay, yeah. One of the pages in the program go back and name our service and our support winners from the previous years. So you can go back and look at them. And some of the names you've already heard and folks you've been introduced to, you will see them labeled in there. Our support award. Our support award goes to an organization or an individual who has continuously and given to the foundation and helped us fund the fundraising activities, helped us to fund the scholarships, and continuously, unselfishly gives of themselves and helps organize things so that we can do things efficiently, we can do things correctly, and we want to do things right. So we have decided this year to give our support award to the company, or the company, the organization that runs Geneva Farm, or they are Geneva Farm Golf Course. So here representing Geneva Farm are Jim and Amy Walls. So we would like to recognize them. Please come forward. All right. Congratulations. Yep.
Get in there. You got the beauty in there. There you go. Hold that. Hold drop. Here we go.
Thank you.
I've already mentioned that we have awarded in 18 years tonight, we go over the 350 scholarship mark. Tonight, we also go over $450,000 worth of scholarships that we will have given. So as Gene brought to our attention last night at our last meeting was, next year will be a big year for us because we'll go over the $500,000 mark. But it's for folks like the Walls. It's for many, many folks in here. Some of them are listed in your program who have donated time and time again, so we're very grateful for that. Not only, and this information is in your booklet, not only do we give these scholarships tonight over $40,000, but Harford County Public Schools runs in connection with the Fire EMS program and the Maryland Fire Rescue Institute. They run a cadet program, and we offer any graduate of that cadet program automatically a $500 scholarship to continuing education also. So if you know anybody in that program, and Mr. Steve Cox. Mr. Cox, can you stand? Mr. Steve Cox has been very instrumental in that and continues to be one of the coordinators of that program. So it's something that has been running. Mr. Cox, how many years?
Sir?
How many years? Uh-oh. 15-ish? Okay, so 15 years, so almost as long as we've been around. So we appreciate that. And this year, we are just pleased to announce that we have started a partnership with the Maryland State Firemen's Association, and more information is in the program. We have agreed to, over the next 10 years, to give $3,000 a year to the Maryland State Firemen's Association, and they will find a recipient who is going to be attending college for fire and arson investigation programs. There's only a couple of them throughout the country, but if they can find one, we will be awarding $3,000 a year there also. All of that is due to the generosity of many of you here tonight and many folks who are not here tonight. On your tables, you will see there is one list of who the table sponsors are for this evening's event. All 12 high schools and all 10 fire departments represented here tonight have chosen to sponsor a table, and we are so grateful for that. There are 6 additional companies and individuals who have chosen to donate money for this evening's event. And folks, I just want to take 30 seconds to explain. There are always some questions about, the funding of the event this evening. Everything is covered by these sponsorships. 100% of the table sponsorship, the plaques that you will see, any expenses are covered by the funds that the schools and the fire companies choose to donate, and then that additional 6 or to 10 people usually a year who donate additional money puts us over the top. So in the program, somebody's already asked me about this. In the program, it says 100% of all donations go to the scholarships. And we stand by that. All of our expenses and things, like for tonight's event, it's covered by the sponsorships of the tables and things like that. But if anybody donates any money, 100% of their donation goes to the funding of scholarships for our students in their post-secondary education pursuits. So I'd like to transition into, sorry, it's getting a little long here, but we'll be ready for the next video shortly. I'd like to transition into our fundraising activities that we do. We basically have 3 areas where we fundraise. I do not include this evening's event because the majority of the funds go to cover this evening's events. But raising funds for our scholarships, Samantha Harris, one of our board of directors, who's also the chief aide for Pat Vincenti, Samantha Harris, she, along with Vicki Bolas and others, her mother, coordinate our bag bingo, okay? And our bag bingo took place approximately 1 month ago, a Friday night, right here at Level, and we raised over $7,000 through that bag bingo evening. So please, there's information about that in the program. The second way is just straight donations. Approximately 50% of the funds that we give away each year in scholarships come through just straight donations to the foundation. And that can be done through the mail. It also can be done on the website, and more information is available. And then finally, our golf tournament. Our golf tournament is our largest fundraiser. It's held at Geneva Farm annually. And just to give you an idea of what that's all about, we have a video that was produced from last year's golf tournament that we want to show.
We're here at the 17th annual Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation Golf Tournament. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. We give out 24 scholarships a year.
We have 2 different categories. We have high school seniors who serve their schools and their surrounding communities, and we also award scholarships to first responders from the 12 fire companies in Harford County.
And it's all in memory of my father, and we give out about $40,000 a year in scholarship money to kids that do community service. We actually call the golf tournament now the Sis Riley Memorial Golf Tournament, which is my mother, and it benefits the Charlie Riley Community Service. My brother and I started this in his memory because he was such a servant in the community, not only Harford County, but Maryland and the fire and EMS system.
Fire EMS folks, what a joy it is to be able to recognize those folks who, many of them put their lives on the line each and every day and are also there saving lives. And that's you know, in addition to all the other service that they're doing, you know, with their families and communities.
These young people are making difference already in their communities. That's why they're getting the scholarships. So it's fun to just come out, have some fun, and know you're giving back and being a part of a greater whole.
We've awarded over $400,000 in scholarships since our beginning 16 years ago, and we've awarded over 300 scholarships. We're able to do that by the generosity of each and every one of you.
We have some new golfers each and every year, but we also have golfers that have been here every year for the golf tournament because they know who we are, they know what we're all about, and they like to support the foundation, and what a joy it is.
Probably in the first 7-8 years, we'd have about 80 golfers, which was about half a field. But since about 10 years ago, we sell it out every year, and we sell out now about a month and a half prior to the tournament.
There is a car on hole number 7. Hole in 1 will win the car.
You know, I've just been coming out here golfing. It's mostly to help support the Riley Foundation, which then supports so many kids in the community. They're making a difference in the community, so it's fun to be able to give back and be a part of and have some fun and even golf.
Charlie Riley Foundation, yeah! I want to thank you all personally, talk to many of you, but I also want to thank you, you know who you are, for your prayers.
It's an exciting day, and it's a beautiful day, and we're truly blessed.
So that's a little bit about our, you see what happens, that's usually in May, the second Friday of May actually. We do our golf tournament, and you know, at this point we are looking forward to continuing that tradition next May. Mr. Worthington, when he was up here earlier, he talked about our honorary board members. This is a group of folks that have supported us and allowed us to use their name as a part of our foundation to help us establish ourselves in the community and around the community. We do have some rotating members. Every 2 years, the agreement is to assist us for 2 years. And there are some that have been here since the initial time that we named some 18 years ago. And then we have some new ones. And all of the new ones and some who have re-upped for another 2 years are listed in your program, and there are 6 of them. But there are 2 brand new honorary board members with us this evening, so I'd like to call them forward and issue them a certificate of appreciation for agreeing to be an honorary board member with us, and that is Paige Boyle from Boyle Buick and Phil Shinelli, if you could come forward. And Phil is the owner-operator of The Island down in Edgewood. Is that what it's called? He's over on our left this time. Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. We're now going to move and have some comments from the fireside. Now, I always brag that there are many of us here who are Charlie's boys, all right? Charlie was very proud of us in the fire service, and whenever he saw us, that's what he said, and we knew that. And that comes with our history, Chip and myself, serving in the Honor Guard in Baltimore County for a number of years. Charlie always liked to be there when we would come marching together, bringing the colors down the street. Now, I always say that Charlie had two good sons. One would advance people in life through education, and the other would save lives. And that's what the two of them are. And those definitions deviate every once in a while. It just depends on the company we're in. But it's a pleasure this year, with no puns intended, no humor, no anything. But my God, thank God we have Chip back. So thank you very much, Chip. Come on up here and do your thing.
Oh, thank you, Rick, and you were very special during my ordeal last year, and I just watched a video about a week ago, got myself to watch last year, and it was amazing, and I want to thank you all. I didn't get to say it last year for obvious reasons, but I've always said in years past, I want everybody to take a look around the room at all the recipients, because you hear of the chaos and everything that's going on in this world today, and you look around at these young men and women around in here today, and you see everything that's right with this world. You truly do. I'm going to read what next. I'm not going to do it from memory, but because I want to get it right. First of all, it's great to be back this year, healthy. Thank you all for your prayers. As you can see with me standing here, they truly, truly work. I give God all the glory, and it's because of him I'm a miracle years ahead of schedule. He used me to show you what he can do. What I'm about to say will save your life. The greatest gift in the world is free. It's the eternal salvation you receive by believing and living for the love of Jesus Christ. If you want to learn more, please see me, and I would love to tell you how he has blessed me and my family. The foundation is missing two very important people this year. We lost Linda Dusa last spring. Her and her husband, Bill, have been great supporters of the foundation since day one. We also lost Dr. Bill Securo. He also was a longtime supporter and an honorary board member. Let's please have a moment of silence in their memory. Thank you. They will be truly, truly missed. And the last thing I'm going to do, on a little lighter note, is take this opportunity again to thank Dennis and Kelly Jara at Hartford TV for videoing this event. This event will probably be aired. You will get a link from us in December on, I believe, Saturday nights. I'm not sure exactly when. So keep an eye on it, but they did about 4 or 5 years ago, they came to us and asked if they could help us out with a promotional type video. So we're gonna play that now. It's kind of a 6-minute long video, and it tells you in a nutshell what we're all about. So this will be the last video of the night.
In 2006, in honor of citizen, philanthropist, firefighter, and father Charles Riley, his friends and family created the Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation to nurture the dreams and opportunities of people right here in Harford County.
Charlie Riley was fiery when necessary. He was passionate about what he believed in. He was compassionate to all those around him. But above all else, he was genuine.
dad started as a volunteer in the 50s and then came up through the ranks and held every fire line office at Abingdon Volunteer Fire Company here in Harford County.
He was always a presence in the room. You knew when Charlie was in the room. So he was just always there, and he always made his presence known. It was a very positive presence.
Charlie's example for us to follow is to be more like him. Be that person that's out there doing for the community. Be that person that responds to fire calls 24 hours a day. Just be a good servant to the community.
The foundation began in 2006 when my brother, a good friend, and myself started meeting at Denny's in Edgewood at 5:30 in the morning.
Chip and I and a couple of friends gathered together to determine how we could best carry on his legacy and what could we do to help honor him, but also honor people who believed in the same things he did. He was very passionate about education. He was very passionate about the fire service. So we decided to combine the two and create a foundation honoring that.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been awarded to Harford County residents who have demonstrated their commitment and connection to their fellow Harford Countyans through their civic, charitable, leadership, and community efforts.
The Charlie Riley Foundation awards 12 scholarships to high school seniors and 12 scholarships to fire EMS personnel. We have also recently started recognizing the graduates of the Harford County Public School Fire Cadet Program if they choose to continue their education.
I received my Charlie Riley Award in 2017. I used the award towards my nursing degree.
I received the Charlie Riley Award in November of 2010, and I believe I was chosen from my high school because of my overwhelming involvement in the community and my high school.
So I received the Riley Foundation Award in 2009. So I used the award to go to college. I moved on from Harford Community to Notre Dame of Maryland University, where I earned my bachelor's degree in teaching.
The award enabled me to be the first member of my family to go to a four-year institution and set an example for my three younger sisters.
Without the award, I would be farther behind in school because I do classes a little bit at a time to pay for them financially. So being able to take more classes and having more funds available helped me get a little bit farther ahead.
Without their financial support, I may not have been able to finish my college degree.
The fact that my community took the time to invest in me, that made me more willing to come back to Harford County and serve in the capacity that I do today.
I remember looking at pictures from the night of the banquet, and I remember just thinking that I looked like I was on cloud nine. I was so grateful that the foundation chose me as the scholarship winner for that year. It kind of lit a whole new fire inside of me to continue to serve and just find any new way I could to be a servant in the community.
What we do to raise money is we have several events. Our second Friday in May is our big golf tournament. And that's our big fundraiser. Another two fundraisers we have a purse bingo at Level Volunteer Fire Company. It also does very well.
The bingo is probably my favorite. My whole family comes. We make it a family fun night.
And then at Father's Day, we do a Father's Day 5K 1 mile family walk.
The Charlie Riley Scholarship Foundation is a 501c3 organization, and we are very proud to say that 100% of all funds raised by the foundation go directly to the scholarship recipients.
There's a lot of foundations out there that you don't really see where your money goes. And fortunately for this one, you're going to see that there's a member of your community, might even be your next door neighbor, that could be the next scholarship winner.
The foundation's motto is doers of the word.
The motto comes from the Bible, the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says.
Be a doer of the word. That's what we're about.
Recognizing and supporting the good works of our fellow citizens strengthens us as people and as a community. It's an investment in the best of who we are.
Serving the community has taught me so many things about who I am and who I could be and who I want to be.
As I look around the community, I can see our recipients doing the kind of work that Charlie would have been proud of.
We have a lot of great people in Harford County, and it's amazing that we get to showcase them.
So coming together for good and being there for each other and showing each other good, positive things, you can't go wrong with that.
My name is Barbara Richardson. I'm the Director of Housing and Community Services for Harford County. The county executive would have loved to be here tonight. I believe he's down in Annapolis doing some work, or maybe some of our other officials are. But just on behalf of his office, congratulations to all of the recipients here tonight. Community service is very near and dear to his heart. He often talks about how Harford County is such a great community because of the people that serve here. And tonight's award winners are certainly wonderful representatives, and I'm just delighted to see young people that are out serving their community, as well as our first responders. So again, thank you so much. Congratulations. The county executive again sends his best wishes. And as the Director of Community Services, for any of you out there who are ever looking for additional service, please reach out to our office. We help coordinate a lot of events, work with a lot of the nonprofits, and certainly are very grateful for all that you give to the community. So again, thank you.
All right, next we'll hear from a representative from the Superintendent of Schools for Harford County, Dr. Sean Abel. He is currently the principal of Patterson Mill Middle School. Dr. Abel, would you come up and say a few words?
Middle high. He's both high schools. Middle and high.
Say middle and high school.
Yes, middle and high school, yes. Yeah, good evening. I'm Sean Abel, principal of Patterson Mill Middle High School. And on behalf of the superintendent and the HCPS, I want to thank you for having us all here. I've been to 11 of these, and it's always amazing to see what great works that each of you students do at each school, and what the fire companies, the workers that the fire companies have. And I'm sure this year, as we hear from the recipients, we're going to be just as amazed. But just as much, I want to thank the Riley Foundation from the school system's point of view, because as many people have already said, Harford County is a great place to work and live, and you are supporting the doers of the word through their education and through their dedication to the fire service to keep that going. So thank you for all of the support you've given to our students and to our people keeping us safe. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Abel. And next, representing the Harford Community College, we have the Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs, Ms. Pamela Pape Lindstrom. Ma'am?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Pamela Pape Lindstrom. I'm the Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs at Harford Community College. I'm honored to attend the Charlie Riley Community Service Awards ceremony on behalf of Dr. Teresa Felder, President of Harford Community College. Dr. Felder sends her apologies that she is not able to attend this evening, but she asked me to send all of you her best regards. I would like to congratulate all of the scholarship recipients, the students, both the students and the fire and ambulance company volunteers this evening, and commend you on the level of community service that you have participated in to be a recipient of this award. At Harford, we believe that an education is life-changing and wish you all the best as you pursue your dreams and goals. To the Charlie Riley Foundation, I applaud your commitment to providing scholarship opportunities to students and the fire and ambulance company volunteers. You have quite an impressive level of support for the students, and I have no doubt that your efforts have made significant impact on the many students that have benefited from the scholarship and all of those that have been served by the scholarship recipients. Dr. Felder asked me to share a few items about Harford Community College. It is a pivotal year at the college. We are developing our new strategic plan that will carry us into 2030. Our overarching goals are twofold. We plan to increase access to education in Harford County to enable anyone who would like to get an education and move forward with life goals. We also want to improve student success. So when students attend Harford Community College, we'd like to ensure that more of our students are able to meet their educational goals. We want everyone who comes to Harford College to leave with a degree, a certificate, or the skills that they need to get employed, to seek employment, or also for those interested in transferring to a four-year college. To support our new strategic plan development, we have recently unveiled a tagline invest in yourself. This tagline encourages our students to pursue their academic and career goals while promising that the college faculty and staff will be there every step of the way with the support and the resources that students need to be successful. We're also making investments in our campus. I'm excited to share that our campus is growing. We recently held a groundbreaking event to celebrate the construction of a new Welcome Center that will be incorporated into our Chesapeake Center right on Thomas Run Road. This building will serve as the front door to the college, providing new and current students with one place to register and pay for classes, meet with their advisors, and get support. This newly remodeled Chesapeake Center will also feature a remodeled theater, new conference spaces, and new offices. Harford Community College is proud to be an anchor institution for Harford County. We're proud to serve in this vital role of ensuring that our students, who are our future leaders, have the support and commitment of their community to reach their goals. I would like to thank you for the chance to attend your event this evening and offer remarks on behalf of the college. I did not have the privilege of knowing Charles Riley. However, I was able to learn about him and his legacy from the information on your website. The video with testimonials from past recipients was inspiring. The marvelous community service that was so important to Charlie Riley lives on in the caring and dedication that the student scholars and the volunteer fire and EMS responders have demonstrated. Your foundation continues to pay his good work forward. The level of community outreach and community service that occurs in Harford County is one of the factors that makes living in our county so incredible, as multiple people have mentioned this evening. HCC is here for you. We're not just a college, we're a community that celebrates your uniqueness, your dreams, and your potential. We're here to help you invest in yourself and achieve your dreams. Thank you very much to all of the board members and the fundraisers for this foundation and for your amazing work in our community to help our youth and our fire and EMS personnel become successful and continue the amazing legacy of Charlie Riley. And it was a pleasure to be with you here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's a pleasure to have Shirley Kern, one of our directors, to please come forward and explain the scoring procedure. Shirley?
He may be one of Charlie's boys, but I was his girl. I'm his niece. And he used to tease me about being a teacher until his son became a teacher. And then he stopped teasing me about it. But I love my uncle, and I love helping to continue his legacy. Good evening, everyone. I want to first congratulate our 2023 nominees. As a member of the scoring committee, I can say that you are making your schools and your communities proud. You unselfishly give of your time and talents to make our world a better place, and we sure need that today. This year's applications were due on September 29th. Those that were received by the deadline were considered for the grand prize. Our committee, which numbers around 12, received a copy of each application without the name. We reviewed each application and scored each part individually. We had the school or fire EMS activities, the community service activities, and each of the 3 questions that were answered. We met about a week later to tally our scores. The scores were weighted according to the importance, and an average score was calculated. The greatest average score determined our grand prize winners, which will be announced later in our program. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, we're good?
Yep.
Okay. So, our recipients. What I'm going to do is ask you to come forward when I call your name and meet with these special folks as we have an acknowledgement for your achievement. First stop here at the podium for your plaque presentation and pictures, and proceed meeting our elected officials for certificates then go to the microphone for some conversation with me, come to the microphone, and then be seated right here to my right. Do all of this by the time I conclude with your bio. Good luck with that. All right? Now, just to make this work well, Mr. Worthington is going to conduct the first person through so that we have hands-on and everything will be done properly. The directors will assist with passing out the recognitions, and that should be in order at the beginning of the program. I'm going to start with the high school nominees. There we go. From Edgewood High School, Crystal Agin. Crystal.
You'll start on this end. Okay. You're first. And then we're going to look at the camera, and then Mr. Valentine.
Okay. I couldn't read, Gene. They're having too much show here, you know? So Crystal is a 4-year member of the orchestra. She is also the manager of Ram Volleyball. Crystal is a teacher with the Little Rams preschool program. She serves on the staff of the Literary Magazine and is a member of the Art Club. Crystal has been recognized as one of the top youth at our worship center for her leadership and assistance with fundraisers that support the Edgewood community. She has served as counselor for the Harford Glen multiple times. Crystal has spent many years at an assisted living facility preparing meals, cleaning rooms, and visiting with residents. She aspires to study medicine and psychology with her goal of becoming an anesthesiologist. Oh, I like that. All right. She is also interested in publishing her own books. Crystal is the daughter of Henrietta Agin. Is that correct? Agin? All right. Thank you. We get 10 seconds to do this. We've already gone through 7, but here's the good part. I'm in charge. All right? Tell me about what your interest is in anesthesiology. Talk loud into that.
Okay.
Just come right over here. There you go. Huh? Yeah.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always had a deep interest in the medical field, especially since my mother is a nurse herself. I've always wanted to be a part of the hospital and make a change to other people in the world. So I always thought that anesthesiologist would be the most helpful.
Good. That's awesome. All right, good for you. I need you to have a seat right there. Our next recipient is from Patterson Mill High School, Boluwatife Akinsola. Boluwatife is a member of the International Thespian Society and is secretary of the Drama Company. She is a 4-year member of the Student Government Association and has been elected historian. She is a member of the Spanish Honor Society, and she is a member of Morning Announcements team. She is also active in the Arts Club and Students for Equality. She has competed in the National Fine Arts Competition and scored superior in photography and musical theater. She participates in Operation Christmas Child and Toys for Tots to provide for children in the community. She has also accepted the Boys and Girls Club Missionary Challenge, where youth are challenged to sacrificially give to the missions and consider full-time missionary work. She is passionate about being a nurse and helping people so that they are cared for. She is the daughter of Titilayo and Olubejime Akinsola. All right? Not bad? Yeah, okay. All right, now I need you to come up close to this because we get to have a little bit of fun here. Because I asked you where the family heritage was.
Yes.
And you told me Nigeria.
Yes.
Right? And you have been to Nigeria.
Yes, I have.
So what I want to know is, did you use Spanish Honor Society skills in Nigeria?
No, I did not.
Do you speak the language?
Yes. Well, I understand.
You understand, so you
Yes.
know what someone is saying.
Yes.
All right, but you have a bigger challenge to learn because your grandfather, your father's father, where's your father? There he is. Your father's father is the chief of his tribe in Nigeria.
Yes.
That is awesome, all right? So you have a lot to work for and be proud of. Congratulations, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. This way. Marcus Burge is from Harford Christian School. Throughout his high school career, Marcus has run the sound booth during the evening services at his church. During the last 2 school years, he has assisted with directing traffic in the mornings before school. Marcus has assisted with the Bible Day Camp, which is offered during the summer at Harford Christian School. He also served as a junior marshal at the school's baccalaureate and commencement exercises. Marcus plans to attend Bob Jones University after graduation and major in nursing while minoring in Spanish. Marcus is the son of Angela and Shane Burge. Come on up. Come on in here, my friend. All right. A little further. I got to get you right there because you got 4 inches over me. All right. All right, so here's my question. You wear a traffic vest in the morning when you're directing traffic?
No, I do not.
All right, we'll have you one this week, all right? Because I can't live with that. All right? It's those other things I do. All right, and you want to go to Bob Jones University? What part of nursing do you want to go in?
I actually do not know. There's several fields that interest me, but I know there's some stuff that I definitely don't want to go into.
Let's stick with the ones you do. What are they? What are the ones you like?
I do like orthopedics, radiology.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing.
Emergency department?
Maybe.
That's where the world comes to visit you. All right, we wish you all the best. Take good care. Garrett Downs is from the Harford Tech High School. Garrett is an Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America. He has earned the President's Volunteer Service Award given by the Corporation for National and Community Service, AmeriCorps, for 7 years, earning the gold status for 3 years. His service included working at his church as a child care volunteer. He has spent over 100 hours volunteering at Jerusalem Mill State Park. Much of his time was spent caring for the grounds and park beautification. His Eagle project was designing and constructing 320-foot square pavilion to preserve old farm equipment for educational purposes. Garrett is planning to go to college in cybersecurity and information security. He is the son of Cindy Stevens. Hello, Garrett. How are you?
I'm well.
Good, I'm liking this. Come on, stand up there. Stand up there tall. You're a good man. All right, we're going to transition from Eagle Scout to cybersecurity. Not much of a market for that these days.
No.
Oh, cut it out. So it's a huge issue in cybersecurity. What part of that do you think you'll go into?
I want to go into secure information processing.
Okay, so secure information is we're already in, we're working on our bank accounts, but you have to find a better way to tidy it up and make it secure so that it stays intact for all of us.
Yes.
Is that about right?
Yes.
You're a good man. All right, we wish you the best, and we need you. All right, thank you. Madison McIntelly is from North Harford High School. It wasn't McIntelly, right? Yep. We'll get it straight in just a second. Madison is a member of the National Spanish Science and Tri-M Music Honor Society. She is also the leader of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle. Madison is a section leader in the band and a member of the Honors Band. She is active in Educators Rising and the Book Club and STARS, Students Taking a Responsible Stance. Madison participates in the youth group, high school girls small group, and leads a middle school girls small group. She also teaches Sunday school and vacation Bible school, and she is a leader for a group of elementary school aged children. Madison plans to continue her education majoring in psychology and forensics and eventually become a lawyer. Madison is the daughter of Kelly Stevens and Massentelli. Ed Massentelli is her dad. Thank you. Come up here, join me. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Good.
How are you?
Hold on, get nice and close.
Okay, I'm close.
And all the fathers, I am not a dirty old man. I just dragged them close to the microphone to get us to hear them all. You have a whole lot of things in your bag of tricks. I got to hit music because nobody's come to me with music here yet. What do you play?
I play the flute.
The flute?
Yep.
What's your favorite part? Or favorite number that you like?
What do you mean?
John Philip Sousa's got a special flute part where the flute pops out and plays.
I'm not that special. I don't know that.
Inflation, girl, all right? I'm picking you up. All right, so you play the flute. What's your favorite number that you play in? What's your favorite song, favorite piece?
I don't have a favorite piece. I enjoy.
You just like playing the flute.
Yeah, I
I
find
got it.
enjoyment in everything.
All right, I'm good with you. You're going to continue your education in psychology and forensics. What does that tell me?
That I care about people and that I feel like everyone deserves a chance and that some things happen and it's not always their fault and I want to figure out the reason why so we can stop it.
You're awesome. I love that. All right, cool deal. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. From Bel Air High School, Kaylee Nordstrom. Kaylee is in the Biomedical Sciences program at Bel Air. She is a two-time captain of the women's soccer team and a member of the lacrosse team. She is a member of the National Science, Math, and Social Studies Honor Society. She has been the Secretary of Student Government throughout her high school experience. She has served as a sophomore class vice president, junior class president. She is a member of the leadership team of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle. She is a goalkeeper and captain for her club soccer team and coaches the goalkeepers of younger teams. Kaylee is active at the Bel Air Volunteer Fire Department and is the company's 2023 Riley Scholarship recipient. Kaylee plans to attend the college and is interested in pursuing something in the biomedical field. She is the daughter of Jessica and Thomas Nordstrom. All right, full disclosure, we know each other, all right, which is why that happens. I don't see anything in there about excelling in the fire prevention program or the Miss Fire Prevention title.
Maybe flip a few pages.
Maybe it's on the next
Maybe it's
page.
on the next
All right,
page.
I'll let you off the hook. So a couple things you got here. Lots of leadership stuff. We got to go to goalkeeper on soccer.
Yes.
Are you good?
I hope so.
Obviously, all right? Obviously, you do a lot of things there, right? And because you coach kids as well as your captain of your soccer team.
Yes.
All right, so leadership qualities.
Got it.
Got it? Good. You're going to pursue something in biomedical field, really?
Yeah,
What
it's pretty
part?
broad.
Yeah.
I'm interested in neurology, forensics, I've got 12 different, it changes every day, so.
You'll do that a couple of times before or while you're in college. Well, that's okay. So, but you're heading there. I like that. Neurology and forensics. That's a good thing. All right, kiddo. Thank you very much. Temitope Ojo is from Joppatown High School. Temitope is a 3-year member of the Mariner varsity soccer, basketball, and softball teams. She is a 4-year member of the Student Government Association, serving as treasurer for 2 years, and is serving as president this year. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She serves as the public relations officer. She is a 3-year member of the marching band and is the brass section leader this year. She is the treasurer of her junior council. She is also, or she was the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Award recipient as a 10th grader. She has supervised youth activities throughout her high school career, all right, for the Itsekiri National Society, and she also serves as the daytime program advisor for her local healthcare. Good afternoon, come to me, stand right here. We have a lot to talk about, all right? Now, you are not only in the National Honor, you're in the marching band. Do you play an instrument as well?
Yeah.
Talk loud into that thing. Come closer, come closer, come closer. There we go. What instrument do you play?
I play the trumpet.
I could not believe that that was the answer you were going to give me. How many other women do you have playing the trumpet in the band?
One.
Yeah. And how many of those other types, the guys?
There's one.
There's one?
No, two. But
You
we
have-
just added another trumpet. But he's a
Okay,
guy too.
all right, I'm thrilled. So when I saw the brass section, I was like, all right, it's got to be the trumpet or the trombone, but I wasn't buying into the trumpet yet. All right, well, yeah, I know. All right, you're going to go into environmental engineering. What are you going to do?
I want to be able to build for the environment, specifically in the water areas, like water pollution and all the types of stuff like that.
So like oyster reefs and barriers and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Call me on that, would you? All right, good deal. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Thanks. Michael Otrzeski is from the Havre de Grace High School. Michael is a member of the Harford County Champion Academic Team. He is also a two-time champion of the solo category on the speech and debate team. Michael is a member of the National Honor Society. He plays the trumpet, right? And bass for the Havre de Grace Band, Jazz Ensemble, and Drama Company. Michael serves the school as a student ambassador and has been recognized as Student of the Month in November 2022. Michael has earned his Eagle Scout, that's 2 for the night. His Eagle Project was volunteering more than 100 hours benefiting a nonprofit organization that assists children in foster care. He has received the Baden-Powell Leadership Award from his BSA troop, and Michael is planning to go to college and major in computer science. Hello, Mike, how are you? Good, step right up here. Come on this way. There we go. All right, you got a lot going on as well. All right, trumpet. How long have you played the trumpet?
Since 4th grade.
Since 4th grade. What's your favorite piece to play on the trumpet?
I don't know.
Well,
I've played so many over the years, yeah.
Ah, that's awesome. Good for you. All right, and you're also, you're a scout, you're an Eagle Scout. Now, I've never seen a project of hours invested. I've always seen something tangible. What was your plan? How did you sell that to the committee?
It was interesting. It was difficult to kind of conceptualize, but as it became very clear that our mission was that we wanted to support kids that were going into the foster system that didn't have the resources that regular kids typically have. And so as the project kind of came together, it became very clear that our end goal was going to be able to create these care packages for these children.
Good job. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you. All right. Abigail Richard from Falston High School, please. Abigail is a member of the Cougar 2-time state champion soccer and 2-time state finalist lacrosse programs. She has been an officer for the student council throughout her high school experience. She is a member of the National Science and Math Honor Societies. Abigail is active in the Young Life and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She is a member of Best Buddies and Sports for Life. Both clubs work with students with disabilities. She has been active at her church. She is the music leader for Vacation Bible School, a youth band participant, and assisting with numerous church activities. She has served as a soccer practice helper and assistant lacrosse coach for the Rec Council. She is currently serving as the junior board member for the Rec Council, and she plans to attend college, entering a physician's assistant program. She is the daughter of Sarah and David Richard. Hello, Abigail. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
There we go. That's it. Good. All right. So we got you. Hold on. I saw some music stuff in here. Did I not?
A little, yeah.
Well, tell me what your music part is in the bio.
Not very big, but I help sing at my church.
Okay, so you're a vocalist.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. All right. And you play sports now. Obviously, you have some talents in soccer and lacrosse.
Yeah.
Which one do you like best?
This is funny because my lacrosse coach is here, but I'm going to have to say soccer.
Oops. So here's what I usually say, all right? I say it to our ladies in the fire prevention program when they have that bio. Nothing I like better than to see a woman on the field of battle with a stick in her hand, and they go, "We can't do that." I was okay, I understand.
Very different from boys
All right.
lacrosse.
Yeah, I got that. All right. Let's see. You're also going to college for a PA program.
Yeah.
What college are you going to go to?
I'm not sure yet. So I've already applied, but I want to do an accelerated 5-year program. So.
Okay, well, that works. What field? What part of medicine?
I'm not sure. It's cool because with PA, you can pick any specialty and switch between them. So I'm thinking of either doing something with primary care or maybe surgery, but I'm not sure yet.
Go, girl. All right, thanks. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Right here. Nandani Sharma. Nandani is a member of the National English and Science Honor Societies at Aberdeen High School. She is the vice president of the Student Government Association. She is a member of the Eagle Tennis Team and Varsity Club. She is an executive board officer of the Medical Club and the Voices of Equity organization. She is the vice president of the Future Business Leaders of America and placed first in the regional competitions. She is a member of the Key Club and Green Team. She has spent summers in India where she volunteers twice a month at a free medical service camp. She is an EMS aide volunteer with the Abingdon Fire Department, and she volunteers weekly at the Upper Chesapeake Medical Center in the PACU and Oncology Department. Step right up here, ma'am. We are going to highlight some of these things real close, real close. All right, nice to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, I had the same discussion with some of your colleagues here. You have family history in India.
Yes.
And what part of India?
It's a state called Gujarat, which is West India.
West side. And do you have language skills there?
Yes, I'm fluent.
You're fluent. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm not challenging you. Right? I'm not going there. But were you able to use that in any of your honor societies or bring that forward?
Unfortunately not.
No? Man, we got to work on that. I'd like to do that. You're also working at Abingdon, right? So you're riding the ambulance.
I unfortunately could not anymore, but it was
Okay.
an amazing experience.
But you did get the
I did,
opportunity?
yes.
That's awesome. All right. And you're heading for neuroscience and continue your education to become a neurosurgeon.
Yes.
Could you work on my brain?
Ooh, is it too hard to work on?
It needs help. Thank you very much.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
enjoy. From John Carroll School, Mia Schnellenberg. Mia is a member of the Patriots soccer and lacrosse teams. She has been on the varsity lacrosse team since 10th grade. She has also played basketball. She is a member of the National, Service, Spanish, and Art Honor Societies. She served as class vice president for her first 2 years at John Carroll and as Student Government Association Executive Vice President of Junior and is serving as the Executive President this year. She is on the leadership team of the peer ministry program. She has volunteered for 3 years at a farm helping with daily jobs. She has also traveled to Israel during her winter service trip to teach youth how to play lacrosse. I just had that discussion. Mia has also spent numerous hours assisting with John Carroll Summer Lacrosse Camp, and she's going to be attending Dickinson College. All right, you ready? Here you go. Ball's coming in out of left field. Who's the chairman of the board of John Carroll High School?
General Mark Ramsey.
You are so close. Say it one more time.
General Mark Ramsey.
Lieutenant General Mark Ramsey.
My bad.
You are the first person to do that well, all right? Because I usually set them up for, for the president, and then they don't know the general part of the lieutenant general. Well done. We do that because he's a friend, and, he grew up like a block from here.
Oh, awesome.
All right, so that's it. So you do a lot of things, the National Honor Societies and the student government, a lot of formulation things it looks like in there. And then all of a sudden you flip to farm helping with daily jobs.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
My mom started to do it. She loved it and then dragged me into it, and it was really fun getting to hang out with the animals and stuff, so we spent a lot of time there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of animals do you like to care for?
I mean, I love dogs, but it was like horses and like chickens, goats.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right, and you're going to take off those clothes and put on your international business school clothes.
Yeah.
And do what?
Become a sports agent.
Ah, okay. They make movies about you people, right?
Hopefully, that's the dream.
Yeah, it usually involves millions.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll look forward to that success, okay? You're going to go to Dickinson to do that?
Yes.
Good for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Larkin Stoika from C. Milton Wright High School. Larkin is a member of the Mustang Band, playing the saxophone and cymbals in the marching band and the oboe in the concert band. She also plays the oboe for the orchestra. She is a member of the National Science, French, and Tri-M Honor Societies. She is a member of the Book Club and French Club, serving as president in the 11th grade. Larkin serves on the church's food distribution team and at Tabitha's House. She has also served as a counselor at the Harford Glen. She volunteers at the Harford County Public Library during the summer reading program and volunteers time reading to youth at the Boys and Girls Club. She is an intern at the Harford Bar Association and serves as vice chair of the American Legion Auxiliary. Hello, Larkin.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Please come in here nice and close. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm liking that. All right. Let's go to saxophone and cymbals. I'm sorry. How do you do that?
I did one and then I switched to the other, so.
Couldn't do it at the same time?
No.
I don't get that. All right. Did you try?
Yeah.
No, you did not. All right. You also play the oboe.
Yes.
All right. You play, which sax do you play? Tenor,
Alto.
alto.
Mhm.
All right. And the oboe. Which one's better?
Oboe.
Okay, we're done. All right. I played the tenor sax, so I'm a little, yeah, okay. But the oboe, you can get some really cool sounds out of that. I'm with you on that. All right, Harford County Library, but you're volunteering at the library, but you're aspiring to become a lawyer, and you're working at the Bar Association part-time. Nice. What do they got you doing?
It was the summer, but it was mostly like phone calls and like record keeping and things like that.
Filling in for the high-priced attorneys and telling people they're on vacation and you'll take a message?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep.
I get it. I mean, I think it's okay. Good for you.
Thank
All right,
you.
we wish you the best. Okay. Chief Fire, you make your way up here, please.
There we go. You're gonna kill me. Okay, these are for the newspaper too, so just nice smiles. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
We're now going to move to the recipients from the Fire and Emergency Medical Services Group, and I'm going to begin with Amanda Bray from the Haverty Grace Ambulance Corps. Amanda is a member of the Active Threat and Training Committees. She is a full-time student at Harford Community College, working towards enrolling in the nursing program. Upon completion of that program, Amanda plans to attend Towson University to get her bachelor's degree in nursing. Come on in, girl. I should say, full disclosure, a lot of these people I really know, and if not them directly, someone at their table. All right, so you're working on the Active Threat and Training Committee.
That's correct.
Tough job. Have you been on it since the beginning?
Actually, yes. Not the training committee, that was the secondary, but
Okay.
the active threat, and it's actually been a lot of fun.
Okay, and since I'm hugging you and guiding you to the microphone, I'm not feeling your body armor. All right, just saying.
It's too hot.
Anyway, you're working, I love the wording here. You're working towards your getting into the nursing program.
That's correct.
Means you're taking all the prerequisites.
I am.
Isn't that exciting?
It's so exciting.
I know. When do you get to take your first nursing class?
Next year.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
So you got all that time to get into the 101s.
Yes.
Think of me in Soch 101, okay? I'm just going to leave it there.
I
all right?
actually took that one already.
You already did?
Yeah,
Good for
I
you.
did.
What do you want to do in nursing?
I actually want to stay in emergency, but I would really enjoy staying out in the field. And there's not a huge calling for that, so we're gonna see what happens.
You would have to go elsewhere to do that, where they have nurse paramedics.
Absolutely.
And we're done talking. Have a nice day. That's it. Okay? Or I'll really get in trouble. From the Level Volunteer Fire Company, Andrew Deckard. Do I get to say I knew him before he was born? Okay. Andrew is a firefighter EMT with Level and has been since 2020. Prior to joining the company, he was a cadet for over 3 years. He is currently serving as a cadet advisor and is on the House Grounds Committee. Andrew was an explorer with the Haverty Grace Police Department. He plans to use his scholarship fund in part to fund part of his commercial driving program at Cecil College. He would like to earn the opportunity to be an engine driver for Level. Hello, buddy.
How we doing?
We're doing good, all right? We're going to behave because we have to, all right? You are, I know you've been active, but you have been active far more than back in the cadet program, right?
Yeah, I've been here at Level. Well, let's reverse that. I've been at Cecil County. My dad used to work under Mr. Richard here in Cecil County as the assistant chief. So I was raised here in Level, but I was my dad's little sidekick in Cecil County. And then my mom and dad, they lived here in Level for 19 years, almost, 1 year off. We've been here for 19 years, so I was more or less born and raised in this firehouse too.
Why do you sound like Senator Gallion?
We might be related, may or may not. I don't know on that one.
All right, look, I got one serious question here that I'm going to ask you. You're going to get your CDL,
Yes,
all right, which is going to entitle you to drive fire engines, and I would support that for you 100%. Earning a living has got to be in here somewhere.
Yeah, I'd like to be a paid firefighter.
I know
one
you
day.
would. That's what I want to get out of you, all right? So you'd like to do that.
Mhm.
All right, we'd look forward to supporting that. All right.
Thank you.
Take good care. From the Abingdon Fire Company, Victoria Farfan Arias. Victoria is a cleared driver and aide for the Emergency Medical Services Program. She was a top 10 EMS responder for the company in 2022 and was a top responder in quarter number 2 for 2023. She is a certified IV technician and has completed an emergency vehicles operations course. She has completed her first aid certifications, and she was an explorer in the Harford County Sheriff's Office program. She is planning on using her scholarship at the Harford Community College in pursuit of becoming a paramedic. All right, Victoria, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Come over this way. Come. There we go. All right, you're going to head to Harford Community College to be a paramedic.
I'm already in the program,
You're
sir.
in the program. How
Yes.
far along are you?
We just started. I'm about to take my first exam next week.
So you only have about 100 hours
Yes, lots to go.
or 1,000 hours yet to go.
Lots to go.
A little
but
bit like
I'm
that.
excited.
Good for you. You should be. All right. That's a great career path. Are you going to think about that?
I work for the Harford County right now as an EMT, so I plan to continue that, of course, once I get my paramedic.
Outstanding. So you're just going to transition right from the EMT position to paramedic.
That's the plan. Yeah.
That's a success story. All right. We look forward to you doing that. Anything else we need to hit up here in the bio? You're already an IV technician,
Yeah, it's just in conjunction with EMT.
right? So you're doing that, and you're a cleared driver. How long have you been a driver?
So, I don't know, like half a year.
Good deal. All right. Well, you've also completed EVOC, right? Defensive driving program would be next.
Maybe.
Yes. All right. Anything else we should talk about?
No, I volunteer at Abingdon Fire Company, and I really love it there. I knew Linda Dusa. She was amazing.
She was. We agree. All right. Good. Thank you very much. All right. Much appreciated. From the Abingdon Fire, or from the Aberdeen Fire Department, Zachary Kraus. He is not here this evening. Shall we read his bio into the record?
Let's read his bio.
I think I'm going to do that. Zachary serves as a fire lieutenant for Aberdeen. He has also completed various rescue courses, roped, confined space, and trench. He plans to further his career in the emergency management arena by pursuing a degree in public safety administration at the University of Maryland Global Campus. Congratulations to Zachary, and we are sorry he could not be with us this evening.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. From the Falston Volunteer Fire Company, Lacey. Where's Lacey? And I am going to wait. Lacey finished third in the 2022 EMS Top Responder category. She completed over 200 hours of EMT certification training and passed her practical and national registry exams. That's an accomplishment. Lacey has volunteered for several years at the Humane Society. She has also volunteered at several pet-related day events and at her church. Lacey would like to use her scholarship toward the pursuit of a nursing degree at Towson University. Hello, Lacey. Thank you very much. Let's get you real close, like right here. There we go. Please tell me how to pronounce your last name so I don't embarrass myself.
Mayhew.
It is Mayhew. Okay. We were trying to reach a consent, and we decided to wait for you to get here, okay? So you are already an EMT. You've already passed your national boards. You've already done the practical. So you are flying along right now.
Yes.
And that you're going to continue to do that at Falston?
Yes.
Cool. And then you're going to go to nursing school at Towson.
Yes.
I got to get you to say other things other than yes. So tell me what field of nursing would you like to go in?
I would like to go into the NICU.
Into the NICU?
Yes.
What's that mean?
Neonatal intensive care unit.
Very good. What hospital do you think you would like to work at?
Probably Johns Hopkins or something along the lines.
Got the best one going,
Yes.
right? Good for you. All right. Humane Society.
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
Cats.
Cats?
Yes.
What kind of cats?
All kinds of cats.
How about Garfield cats?
Yes.
Like Garfield cats? Okay, we'll let you off easy then. All right, good job. All right, we don't get cats out of trees, you know that? Yeah, that's where we got to stop. All right, nice. Thank you very much for everything.
Thank you.
All righty.
She's not here. She's not here this evening.
Okay.
She's picking up her stuff.
Oh, okay, all right, I got it. All right, from the Joppa Magnolia Volunteer Fire Company, Grace Mitchell could not be with us this evening, and Victoria is going to retrieve her trappings here. So Grace has completed her firefighter 1 and 2, as well as her emergency medical technician. She has also completed hazardous materials and her emergency vehicle operations. She was top 10 in EMS in 21 and 22. She was a recipient, 21 recipient of the Charlie Riley Scholarship. She has also received the Sander Cohen Memorial Scholarship, and she has been a Sunday school volunteer in the past and is volunteering in community service clubs. She has earned an associate's degree from Hartford Community College and is currently attending Radford University at Caroline, majoring in emergency services. Are you going to say a few words on her behalf?
So Grace is sorry she couldn't be here tonight, but I know she's a great volunteer. She shows up a lot, and she loves riding the engine a little bit more than EMS, but she's going for a dual degree in both right now, so paramedic and then firefighting. But yeah, she's sorry she couldn't be here.
Cool deal. Thank you. Wonderful. She's at college. Got it. Well, I was going to ask Chief Cox. I said, the young lady's already in college, but she's achieved firefighter 1 and firefighter 2, so she's got 250 hours for all practical reasons in firefighter training. Let me do that before I forget. In his own right, he should have been introduced academically. Chief Steve Cox is the Associate Director of the Maryland Fire Rescue Institute at the University of Maryland, and he's one of us. He's one of Hartford County and lifelong. So please, Steve, take a stand there. Thank you very much. From the Whiteford Volunteer Fire Company, Andrew Moore. Come on, big guy. Andrew's been volunteering at Whiteford for many years as a current member of the company. He has been active in the school's Best Buddies chapter and assisted in the Sports for Life program. Both programs are designed to support students with disabilities. Andrew has been involved with Special Olympics. He has worked at a bike camp in the past. He is currently attending Harford Community College and plans to become a special education teacher. Come on, buddy. Right here.
How you doing?
Why have you and I not crossed paths on Fireground yet?
I don't know. Maybe my dad's hiding from you.
Your dad doesn't hide from me, I can guarantee you that. People don't like to see us together, but he doesn't hide.
Oh, there you
All right. Do you ride the truck?
go. No, not yet.
We need to work on that. See Chief Cox? All right, he'll get you into truck company operations. All right, you're going into education and you've chosen special education.
Yes, sir.
Where's that coming from?
So as a middle schooler, my brother was in high school and he started working at a bike camp for kids with special needs. And after doing that, I started falling in love with it. And then my dad brought up a opportunity for Special Olympics of Taft University. And so I helped out there. And from there, it just kind of kicked off. And I've loved it ever since.
Nothing more noble. Outstanding. We look forward to it, all right? Take good
very
care.
much.
Nice. Thank you. From the Bel Air Fire Company, Kaylee Nordstrom. I guess I should know this by heart by now. Is that the deal? Kaylee is a member of the Bel Air Auxiliary and Recreation and Benevolence Committees at Bel Air. She is currently the Harford County Miss Fire Prevention. Oh, there it is. She has been first runner-up at Junior Miss Fire Prevention in the past. She placed third at the state level of the Miss Fire Prevention competition. She has volunteered at Level Fire Company safety and boot camps. She is in the Biomedical Sciences program at Bel Air. She is a two-time captain of the women's soccer team, a member of the National Science, Math, and Social Studies Honor Societies, and she is the secretary of the Student Government Association. Kaylee plans to attend college and is interested in pursuing something in the biomedical field. We're not going to go down that path again, all right? Oh, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you for ages. All right, Miss Fire Prevention Program.
Yes.
In Ocean City, you competed exceptionally well.
Thank you.
All right, so congratulations for that. It's nice to have you in the program. What was the highlight of your year as Miss Harford County?
That's a tough question.
I know.
I enjoyed every part of it. I would have to say Levels Banquet was probably my favorite part of the year.
Yeah, you're saying that because Jean's sitting right there. Right? But it's an outstanding banquet. I look
Yes.
forward to it every year. All right, I'm going to let you off the hook. You did well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. From the Norrisville Volunteer Fire Company, Evelyn Pullett. Evelyn has recently joined Norrisville's EMS program. She is in high school and was an active member of the Student Government Association and Students Against Destructive Decisions. Evelyn was also a member of the Girl Scouts of America for 6 years. She volunteered for the Miracle League and Harford Family House. Evelyn is interested in going to college and studying to be a physical therapist. Come on, Evelyn, here we go. I know you've been looking forward to this all night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because what fire company am I from?
Norrisville.
Oh, really? Okay. So, Students Against Destructive Decisions. Now, that used to be Students Against Drunk Driving, didn't it? And they
Yes.
transitioned.
Yes.
Why?
I do not know.
No?
They didn't tell me.
Well, unfortunately, because the topics became broader, and it was appropriate to change to destructive decisions and work against people making those. All right? So, but you're also in the Miracle League. What is that?
It's a company that helps teach disabled students how to play baseball or softball. So we volunteer Saturday mornings and help them play.
Cool. All right, I like that. And you're going to college. Where are you going to go?
No idea.
Okay, there's a few in the area. Any of those close by?
Elizabethtown and Lebanon Valley.
E-Town, all right, 283. They had a heck of an accident up there the other day. All right, anyway, so E-Town, great college. Do they have a physical therapy program?
They have an exercise science.
Exercise science, which will take you to a physical therapist program. All right, but in today's world, tell me I'm right or wrong. In today's world, as a physical therapist, you really have to focus going all the way
Yes.
to PhD, right?
You have to have your doctorate to be a physical therapist.
Yeah, you into that? I'll be around, all right? I'll wait to see that, and we wish you the best, okay?
Thank you.
Cool, thank you. From the Jarrettsville Volunteer Fire Department, Brian Schulz. Brian served as chief of the company for 4 years, from 2017 to 2020. Prior to that, he was an assistant chief and first lieutenant. Since serving as chief, he has been a captain. He is certified in all the MIFRE rescue disciplines and hazmat incidents. He has completed his Fire Officer 4 training, is a certified safety officer, and an emergency medical technician. Brian volunteers at his church when needed. He plans to use his scholarship money toward Public Safety Administration at the University of Maryland Global Campus. I'm going to recognize his mother in the back of the room. She and I started in the volunteer fire service in Baltimore County when we were children. Barb usually knows me when I had hair. Don't start, all right? This is a wonderful young man right here. All right, you're going to Public Safety Administration.
That's correct.
This is going to carry you on in your career, right? Fire service career.
Yes, sir.
Where are you head? What are you heading for? What do you want?
Well, I'm the only one in my family, pretty much, other than my farm mom that doesn't have a college degree. But I want to be not the only one that doesn't have a master's. So, gotta start
like
somewhere.
that. I like that.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Got to be better than my sister. So,
It's all competitive with you, isn't it?
Got to one up.
All right,
So,
got to one up.
Yep.
All right, your dad doing okay?
Doing good.
All right, you tell Charlie I said hi.
Most certainly.
We wish you the best on this, all right, and have a good time with
Thank
it.
you, sir.
All right, man, take good care.
Yep.
Okay, Chipper. Oh, group picture, Johnny V's on. Thank you all for tolerating through that. We try to make it as quick as possible. It's probably the most dangerous thing I do all year, right, with these young people. When you get into conversations, they're so wonderful, and I try to my best not to make a mistake. Right? All right, Director Samantha Harris, would you please come to the podium to make your remarks?
Good evening, everyone. I'll be really quick, but just on behalf of both the Charlie Riley Foundation and my dual role representing County Council President Patrick Vincenti, I just want to say congratulations both to our high school winners and our EMS and fire winners. You guys are very important on both ends of the spectrum, and we appreciate you, so thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Bruce? Yes. Would you please come forward to make your remarks and comments as we move through?
Well,
You got to come here.
So at this point, I'll be back up for some closing remarks in a moment. So we have 3 other board members who are not with us this evening, and I've taken over some of their parts during this night. So I'm tired of talking. You're tired of probably hearing me talk, so I appreciate that. So I will just turn it over to my brother, and he will come up and speak about the cups that you see in front of you, and then we will be announcing our overall winners. So I'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruiser. As you see in the front here, the big cup here is, looks kind of a little bit like the Stanley Cup. It's kind of, we're really getting it, as you can see, really filling it up. So the first 6 months, starting tonight, that cup will go to the grand prize winner school. And then come about late April, early May, I will go pick it up from the school and then take it for the next 6 months to the grand prize winner of the fire and EMS service. So that's how that works. They each will receive a smaller version, as you see up there, of the cup. So that's how that works. Bruce, I believe you will be giving it to a school.
High schools, but you're first.
Okay, very good. So let me get it. So it gives me great pleasure in the foundation. Let me get the tape off of here. It's an honor and a pleasure to announce the grand prize winner from the fire and EMS side to Kaylee Norston from Bel Air Fire Company.
Nah, that's okay. Now you make me move.
Keep moving, Bruce. Keep moving.
Oh, yeah. Would you like to speak?
Say a few words?
Put me on the spot. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has helped me throughout my process of not only high school, but just growing up, especially in the fire and EMS side. Fire prevention, especially, that is the biggest part of my life. It's one of the biggest passions I have, and I have such a huge support system from school and on the fire side and family. So thank you so much.
Each of the fire EMS folks get $1,500 in scholarship money, and Kaylee, as the grand prize winner, gets an additional $1,500. So congratulations to all of our fire EMS folks. My job is to now present to you and let you know who the winner of the high school portion of our scholarship program this year. The charts that we have them fill out are school-based activities and community-based activities. And several of our nominees this year scored perfect scores in both categories. I'm being very honest with you, a 5 and a 5. So the difference becomes the 12 scores and their scoring of the essays that they write. They answer 3 questions, and then they have a 4th question where they can share anything they would like. So I just was very encouraged by the depth of the writings that the students did this year. It was very enjoyable to grade them, and the scoring, if I'm not mistaken, I think the scoring was the closest it has ever been. However, it gives me great pleasure to announce the additional $1,000, and the grand prize winner of our high school portion is from Bel Air High School, Kaylee Nordstrom. So.
I could just use the other photos. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Perfect.
Yep. Would you like to say something?
Okay.
Don't get emotional.
You're good? Yeah. All right. So she's good. All right. So I think it comes now, oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You have something.
No, we're good.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to ask our elected officials to come up and make their presentations, please. Senator, if you would take the lead on that, we'll get everybody to follow along.
Real quick, you know, in my time, I've been a member here at Level for about 30 years now, and when I was a new young chief from 04 to 09, I know Charlie Riley was starting out in 04, 05 in there, was one of those mentors and one of those guys that even though I was a young guy, I felt like he took me under his wing and he treated me almost as an equal. He was well respected by governors, delegates, senators way back then, and just a great leader and a true example of what it means to be doers of the word. So carrying that tradition, earlier, I tried to sneak it, but I didn't have the citations for you, and now you know why. We had a little mix-up, so you're getting a little bigger one now. So anyhow, on behalf of the Maryland Senate and Senators James, Jennings, and myself, I'd like to present you with this official citation, and congratulations on a wonderful spirit of giving and a great start to your career.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for the honor of being here this evening, and what a remarkable young lady. So congratulations on behalf of the Harford County Council. And I tell you, I think Chip nailed it earlier when you mentioned the chaos in the world, and to see the bright stars we have here and the future leaders in this room, I am really excited about. So, you know, ABBA has a history of public safety in Harford County. I want to thank you for your service, and I look forward to seeing you in the future and the star you will be. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wow, Kaylee, wow. On behalf of the county executive, congratulations. I think I asked you earlier, on one of the third or fourth times you were coming, when do you sleep? So, just an amazing representative of the youth, and congratulations, well deserved. And I hope you have a suitcase to carry all your things home this evening. So.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
A new tradition that we started last year, we're going to continue this year, so I'd like the representatives from Bel Air High School to come forward so we can allow you to take the big cup home with you this evening. So if you could come forward at this time with Kaylee, and we'll present this. There's the tape. So Katie, do you want to take a cup? Hello. Or maybe we can share it. There we go. Okay.
Cup down her face. So we know who's getting the cup. There we go. 3, 2, nice smile. One more. Somebody blink. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you.
So it's come time for my closing remarks, and I'm going to make them very brief. We talked a little bit about the book of James, but I've also been listening to some podcasts where Paul from prison in Rome before he was executed was writing some letters to Timothy. And in 2 Timothy, Paul talks about having an altruistic attitude. He demonstrates, Paul, who's at the end of his ministry, is demonstrating an altruistic attitude and just praising Timothy for the things he was doing out in the ministry field. And that resonated with me tremendously this week, as I feel like Kaylee and the other 11 high schoolers and the other 9 fire EMS folks and 100% of the folks here, the majority of you have gotten here because of your altruistic attitude. So I really praise each and every one of you as an individual. I praise you as for the schools that you work at and the work that you're doing in the schools, and the students for the volunteer services that they're doing. The fire EMS folks, it speaks for itself. Being a son of a firefighter and a volunteer, and was very passionate about the volunteer service in Harford County and also across the state. I understand a little bit, because I never experienced it. I can't say I truly understand, but I understand a little bit about what it means to have a passion to be a volunteer. Have that altruistic attitude. It has started in each and every one of you. There are a tremendous amount of role models around us. We're so grateful and just blessed by all the folks that have been here this evening. We appreciate that. And the second Wednesday of every November, we gather here at Level, and we're so thankful for those folks who have been here for, if not all, 18, near 18, or if this is your first one. You know, we are looking for some folks who have 10 hours of service available, 25 hours or more. If you're looking to have that altruistic attitude, we could certainly use your help. Folks, it's been a true pleasure, and on behalf of the Board of Directors, I thank you for a wonderful evening, and we just look forward to celebrating all of you when we send your checks to your post-secondary education institution. And we hope you have a blessed evening, and we have a couple of more things, and then we'll be through. Thank you. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Bruce. You know, one thing I didn't hear, and you get the challenge, is that CUP has to spend half the time at school and half the time at the firehouse. Work it out, right? I got nothing after that. And by the way, one of the elected officials alluded to it. I hope you have a truck to take home your trappings there. So on the academic side, that is to highlight your wall of honor, right, at home and school, and give you focus on the future. On the fire side, it's a starter kit for your Love Me wall, right? And I hope you're continuing the fire service for a long time and accumulate more accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, to all of you in our high school program, I want to thank you all for being here at the Level Fire Company and joining us this evening as one group to celebrate our young people. And what I'd ask you, and these people know this, I'm going to ask you to do this. You all walk out of here tonight with a piece of Charlie Riley, right here, in your heart. You've taken it into your mind. You've seen the good that comes from people doing good, being the doers of the word. That is what it's all about, and it will resonate with you for a long time. For those of you continuing on to your advanced studies, and that's every recipient in here, continuing on to your advanced studies, think about that, and those nights in your dormitory or quietly in the library, wherever you may be working, think about that. When your mind needs a break, think good things and doing the word and why you're sitting in that position on your way to greatness. We believe that. So enjoy. Thank you. Fire service, continue the great work. Thank you for your service, right, and your continuation in your local volunteer fire companies in your community. It has been a pleasure to be with you this evening. Please, Chaplain Nancy Randers Pearson will come forward and offer the benediction, and then we ask you to enjoy any more ice cream and cake that you may have. The coffee pots are on. I'll be into that. And please drive safely home. Thank you. Reverend?
Please rise. I'd like to share an old Celtic blessing. May the blessing of light be on you, light without, light within. May the blessed sunlight shine on you and warm your heart till it glows like a great peat fire. Let us pray. Living God, the great I am, we thank you for all that you are and all that you're doing for us by sharing your love. We ask you to continue to protect and direct our path as we try to please you in our efforts to help others. Give us strength and courage necessary to save lives and property and to support those who are weak or in danger. Use us for your glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So remember always, as Charlie Riley used to say, be doers of the word. Go in peace. Thank you.